So I'm Marty Carey with Cherish Local, and
I'm Kellie Johnson from Kellie's Consignments.
somehow, some way, we got connected. I think it was March of last year, and um, you know, I feel so blessed that Kellie had enough confidence in allowing us to come in and help her business, and um, I wanted to spend today doing something that you typically do, which is conversations with Kellie.
Right.
So I was hoping that we could share with the people outside of the greater Lansing area. Everybody knows you here. But you have built something amazing here in Okemos, Michigan. Can you share a little bit about your history and what this is an amazing place?
The history seems to get, it feels so long ago that we started now, and it really came out of the idea of I wanted to work for myself. And how do you do that? And I wanted to have a store, and then you find out I don't have enough money to have a store because it costs so much money to inventory it to start, right? So I did some research, and then one day walked into a consignment store and thought, there it is. I'm going to sell other people's stuff. So I was able to take my love of fashion, which I love, and I love people more than anything in the world. And so these two kind of combine that together. And so I tell people all the time, if you want to know what your job should be, find something you love and figure out a way to make money doing it. And that's what I did.
So your first store was open in what year?
2006.
And how many square feet was that?
I think it was about 1,800 maybe.
Goodness. And so
Yeah.
this store you've been in for how long?
We purchased this 3 years ago. And it's 24,000 square feet.
Can you say that again?
24,000 square feet full of fashion and jewelry and furniture and everything.
And if you go to Kellie's website, which will be, I'm sure, in several places near this video, you'll see that there are rooms upon rooms, and there's so many things that we couldn't even cover everything that you have. But anything from clothing to furniture and artwork. So what has surprised you the most? Because your day, every day is a surprise. What has surprised you the most? How this business has evolved?
I think the community that we're in is such a driving force behind what we do. They love it here, and they help. We could never do this by myself. The margins in consignment are really small.
Right.
And so you have to have the community behind you to make this more than just a little hobby store, which most consignment stores are. A lady that wants to have a store, and you kind of make enough money to keep going, but I needed to make a living doing it because I wanted to do it for my living. So That's a whole different ballgame. And now we've created something that people come to from all over Michigan, like from all over the country, really. We get customers that come because of MSU and because of the Capitol, and they pack an extra suitcase, and they're people that I consistently see every year because they come to this area once or twice a year, but they always have to come to Kellie's.
And that's one of the reasons why we were so excited to have the opportunity to work with you. Is anybody that doesn't know about this place needs to know about this place. And so we're passionately getting that word out, because when I run into anybody that doesn't know about you, I tell them about you.
Awesome.
And I know that you like to talk about your team a lot. Every time I come in here, I see the same faces.
Yeah,
How are you
our
able
team
to do
is
that?
like, I call us the land of the misfits sometimes, and I mean that in a good way, because we all have a backstory. I think every person has a backstory, and we all haven't been handed a silver spoon, and we all have had peaks and valleys and trauma, and we take all of those personalities and find a home here, away from home, and together, individually sometimes you're not very strong, but collectively we are a strong unit. And our customers feed off that. We laugh with people, cry with people, counsel with people. We do. It's more than just a store here, and people feel that when they walk in the door.
One of the things that impresses me the most about you is, seems like every time we come in here, which is weekly now, you are promoting another business owner, and that just you're giving back. And so, tell us a little bit about that. How that fuels you.
We have such a big following of people, and I believe in the giver's gain mentality. And I don't give to gain, but if you give to other people, it helps my customers too. And if you don't find what you're looking for here, if you don't find the black pants you need here, I tell you about second time around and the carousel consignments that are all close by, because I want to keep you shopping retail, and I want to keep other women in business, because they share my story, I share their story, and it's a win-win. Everything I do has to be a win-win, or I'm not doing it. It's just my personality. And if somebody else starts to lose, I'm going to find a way to help them win, and through marketing and word of mouth and camaraderie between women, and I help men too, but it just seems to be, because it's fashion, it's mostly women. But
Right.
I give.
Give. And so our mission at Cherish Local, of course, has evolved into sharing the good. And I think that everybody out there that's seeing this video will agree Kellie is sharing the good.
They love to share the good.
So this is Cherish Local. Anything else you want to say to those folks that haven't had a chance to visit this store yet?
If you're not from this area, this is a good reason to come here. I'm trying to become the Frankenmuth of mid-Michigan, where if you come to Michigan, you have to go to Kellie's. If you like shopping, you have to go to Kellie's. The Meridian Mall is across the street. There's boutique stores around us. There's other consignment stores around us. There's Eastwood Town Center that's growing like mad fire. So if you live in Detroit and Grand Rapids and everywhere else, you can come here for a whole day. There's awesome restaurants, and the shopping is, you can spend, people come here and spend 3 or 4 hours, leave and have lunch, which someday maybe we'll have our own little eatery. That's my game plan. But if you love shopping, just jump in the car. We're between both expressways, 69 and 96. So just come and see us. Check it out for yourself.
And there's a Chick-fil-A here.
Yeah, it's new. We even have Chick-fil-A now. So, yeah.
Well, Kellie, thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Awesome.